friends, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to share how I redid my friend's jewelry cabinet. So let's go ahead and get started. This is how the cabinet looked like to begin with. She got this from her mom, I believe, and she really wanted to keep the look of it. She didn't want to change anything, but she didn't like the color. She wanted it to match her other furniture pieces in her bedroom. So she asked me if I can help her, and I said yes. This was a very challenging piece because it had a lot of little details, and I didn't want to ruin anything, of course, but I was up for a challenge. So first, of course, I took off the legs. It was fairly easy. It just had screws to take them off, and after that is done, I needed to clean it very well. Okay, I just used the regular all-purpose cleaner and a rag, and I really cleaned it well. Okay, after everything was clean, I took all the knobs off. Now I cleaned it again, especially in the places where the knobs were, just to make sure there's nothing stuck over there. And it was time to sand. I used my sander, orbital sander, and I just sand everything with I believe this one was 120 grit first, and then after that I went ahead and used 220 grit. I was very careful to sand it because I wasn't sure what's underneath, if that was real wood or not. Interestingly, some of the areas were made out of real wood, as you can see over here, but some of them were not. So it was pretty challenging. I had to be careful not to strip certain pieces all the way to the bare bones, or actually whatever it's underneath. Some actually back was made out of plywood, so every surface was different. So I'll tell you later, or actually show you later, how challenging some parts were. But okay, let's go ahead and continue with this. So after sanding, I wiped everything nicely, so there's no any dust or anything. Of course, I did the same thing on the top as well. First, I had this top attached, and after, when it came to sanding the back and painting it later, I decided to take it off. It was better because of the hinges in the back, and it was just easier. But before we continue, I want to tell you that this video is part of the Flipping Furniture Friday collaboration, or actually a challenge. Two of my dear friends, Dawn over at Shabby Meets Bling and Zana over at OK at Home DIY, are the hosts for this challenge. I decided to participate because I love thrifting and I like flipping furniture. So I'm going to have a playlist in the description box, so you can go ahead and check out what other creators did in this collaboration. Okay, next I used just a white paint that I had on hand, and then I used the water to water it down because my friend wanted her furniture to have a white wash, but a little heavier whitewash, if that makes any sense. I really just needed to match it to her existing furniture as best as I could. So as you can see over here, I'm just doing smaller sections, applying it with a brush, and then I am taking a rag and taking off as much as possible. So this was a long process. I did not just take one or two coats. It was multiple coats going back and forth until I achieved the color that I liked, or actually the stain type of effect that I wanted. Of course, I did the same thing all over, on the sides, on the back, on the drawers. I'm gonna leave you to just watch it and enjoy. There's not much I can add, but when we come to the point where there's something that needed to be added, I will jump into comment. For these smaller areas, of course, I used a smaller brush, paintbrush, and I was very careful because I didn't want to tape anything. As you can see, this is a furniture that is made for jewelry. There's a felt fabric underneath, and I didn't want to use any tape on it. So I was very, very careful not to destroy that, and also to paint everything that needed to be painted. Okay, this is how it looks like after it was stained. I really, really like how it looks like. Now, as you can see to the left, that's the back that's made out of plywood. It looks completely different, but it's the back, so it really doesn't matter. Now onto the drawers, doing exactly the same thing. Now this whole furniture piece and the drawers, they have little details on the side. So the drawers were not just simply, square. Those edges were rounded and had some grooves. So it was really hard to sand. But she also wanted some parts to have like a little bit darker texture because of the furniture that she already has, or actually darker tones. So I didn't sand it all the way, so that darker tone kind of peeked through the paint. Now the legs were made out of different material, so it was really, really hard to sand. So I was trying, when I was painting, to get as close as possible to the rest of it. Okay, now when it comes to handles, I got some water and distilled vinegar and boiled it. After that, I put the handles in it just for very little time, not for too long. And then I took them out, dried them, and then it was time to scrub them. So for this, you really have to use elbow grease. I used toothbrush and a barkeeper's friend, and I just scrubbed it. I was not, I was careful, of course, because they're very delicate, but I just really scrubbed it and took my time. After I scrubbed them all, there's a huge, huge difference how they look like, and you're not gonna believe it. So this is the difference between old and new, and I was shocked. And here is all of them right now. But before we continue, I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're new, over here you can see a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips, home improvement DIYs, anything on a budget that you can think of. I like to share all those ideas in case you guys are interested. If you are, please subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, if you give this video a thumbs up, it will help us a lot by getting promoted on YouTube and show us that you like this type of content. If you want further ways to support this channel, you can watch ads, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Alrighty. After I was done with everything and everything was dry, I left it for the whole day to dry. Then I used a white wax to seal it. I used 3 coats of white wax, and this white wax really helped put everything together. I was thinking about clear one, but then I decided white works better. And this one was just by Falkart, I believe. And then I went, of course, all over. This white wax went into places that maybe were not perfect, so it fixed all the imperfections and gave that beautiful, beautiful color at the end. Okay, when everything was done, of course, I put the legs back in and all the pieces back in its place. I loved watching looking back how I transformed this piece of furniture. It looks absolutely amazing. Every time I go to my friend's house, I see it and I cannot believe how beautiful it looks. And she was in love with the way it turned out, and it matched the furniture, the rest of the furniture perfectly. Before we continue, I want to get back and show you again this beautiful knit blanket that I received about a month ago, and I want to get back over here and share with you again just the details about it and how much we love it. Not only that it looks beautiful, it is made handmade, 100% handmade out of chenille yarn. It is made so it doesn't stretch, it doesn't fray or anything like that, and also it is machine washable, which is a huge plus in my book. Another piece is this weighted blanket that we absolutely love, especially for everyday chilling around naps. It is made out of very soft breathable material. It is stitched so the beads don't come out, so there's no leakage, and also it's made out of material that it keeps you cool even in the summer days. It's made out of ultra fine beads, so it is perfect. It just gives you that very nice sensation when you're under it. Snuggly, and you feel kind of safe and protected. If you're interested in any of these, I'm going to link them in the description box down below so you can check them out. They're going to be perfect for this upcoming fall season. And now for the reveal. This is how the cabinet looks like now. As I said, I absolutely love the way it turned out. My friend is super excited. It matches her wishes, her other furniture perfectly, and she's been using it every single day. And I love that we saved this furniture. This was a gift from her mom. She's using it every single day, but it is more modernized and it matches her other furniture and her decor perfectly. Tell me in the comments down below what do you think, how this turned out, and don't forget to check out the description box for all the links and playlists. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much, and I'll see you in next video. Bye.